In Germany, a washing machine lasts an average of 19 years. In America, 10. Same brands, same logos, different machines. I spent 3 months asking appliance repair technicians one question. What brand did you buy for your own home? Not one of them said Samsung, not one said Whirlpool. Today I'm giving you that list. And before we get there, I'm going to show you exactly what the industry changed, why they changed it, and why it is costing you more than you ever agreed to pay. My name is Alexander, and this is Broken America. Why America gets screwed harder than you think. Before we get into the brands, I need to explain something that every appliance ad you have ever seen completely ignores. The United States is the largest appliance market in the world. That should mean more competition, better pricing, and manufacturers fighting to earn your loyalty. That is not what happened. What happened is 4 conglomerates quietly bought every brand name you recognize and started making the same machine under 40 different logos. Start with price. A washing machine retailing for $600 in Europe crosses the Atlantic and lands at Home Depot for $850 American. That gap is not logistics. That is the margin. A consolidated market allows when there is no real competition left on the floor. Whirlpool owns Maytag, KitchenAid, Genair, and Amana. Electrolux owns Frigidaire. The brands look different. The machines inside often share the same platforms, the same components, and the same planned failure points. Then the machine breaks. In Chicago or Dallas, you might find a technician inside a week. It will cost you $100 to $200 before a single part is touched. That is just the diagnostic fee. That is the price of someone telling you what is wrong. In smaller markets, Knoxville, Billings, Amarillo, that wait stretches to 2 or 3 weeks. In a rural zip code, you are looking at 4 to 6 weeks and a travel surcharge that would make a plumber uncomfortable. Parts compound the problem. Manufacturers routinely discontinue replacement components 3 to 5 years after a model launches. When a bearing fails on a 4-year-old machine in Tulsa, the part is not in Oklahoma City. It is back-ordered from a distribution hub, assuming the manufacturer has not already killed it entirely. Meanwhile, you are at the laundromat twice a week, and the big box retailers, Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Costco, stock the brands with the best margin, not the best engineering. The durability conversation never happens on the floor. The American appliance market was built to sell you the machine. Everything after that is your problem. And in this country, your problem has been getting more expensive every decade while the machines have been getting worse. What planned obsolescence actually looks like inside your appliance. I want to take you inside the machine for a minute because understanding what changed is the only way to understand why the brands I'm about to recommend actually matter. In the 1970s and the 1980s, a washing machine was a mechanical system. The drum sat on a split tub. The bearings were accessible, replaceable components. When they wore out, a technician ordered a $20 part, spent 40 minutes on the job, and the machine ran for another decade. You called someone, they fixed it, you went back to doing laundry. That was the whole story. Here is what changed, and it did not happen by accident. First, the drum. Starting in the late 1990s, manufacturers began switching to sealed drum assemblies. In a sealed drum, the bearing is permanently molded into the outer tub housing, one integrated unit. When the bearing fails, and it will, you cannot replace just the bearing. You replace the entire assembly. In America, that conversation starts at $400 and ends at $900, depending on your zip code and how far the technician had to drive. On a machine you paid $800 for. That is not a repair decision. That is a replacement decision, which is exactly the point. Second, materials. The outer tub you never see because it sits behind the drum used to be stainless steel. Manufacturers replaced it with plastic, cheaper, lighter, faster to produce. Plastic cracks under thermal stress and vibration. Because it is a sealed unit, a cracked tub triggers the same $900 conversation as a failed bearing. Third, the quiet killer, parts discontinuation. Manufacturers routinely discontinue replacement components 3 to 5 years after a model launches. A Norwegian study found washing machine lifespans dropped 45% over recent decades, from 19.2 years down to 10.6 years. That is not wear and tear getting worse. That is engineering getting more intentional. In America, where service infrastructure has been quietly hollowing out for decades, and the nearest independent technician in a rural county might be a 2-hour drive away, a machine designed to fail at year 7 does not fail quietly. It fails expensively. And the boardroom in Seoul has already moved on to selling you the next one. The brands American repairmen say to avoid. I want to be precise because the brands I'm about to name are not bad companies run by bad people. They are public companies making rational decisions inside a system that rewards failure. The technicians who talk to me are not angry. They are tired. Samsung. Let us start here because the shelf presence at Best Buy and Home Depot is enormous and the reputation among repair professionals is the worst I encountered researching this video. In 2016, Samsung recalled 2.8 million top-load washing machines after the drum lids were literally separating from the chassis mid-cycle. 9 injuries were reported. One homeowner described the force as enough to crack a garage wall. Samsung settled the class action and they kept selling machines. The current lineup carries forward the same sealed drum architecture that independent technicians flag constantly. Replacement parts for Samsung washers are notoriously difficult to source through American distributors. Several independent shops I looked into have stopped servicing Samsung altogether. Not because they cannot do the work, but because they cannot get the parts inside a time frame that makes the customer relationship survivable. Whirlpool and its American sub-brands, including Maytag. I know your mother's Maytag ran for 20 years. Mine did too. That machine was built in a factory with different incentives than the factory building the machine with the same name today. Yale Appliance's real-world service data, which is the most comprehensive third-party repair rate tracking available in North America, shows Whirlpool's reliability metrics have declined steadily as the company has consolidated manufacturing and trimmed internal components to hit lower price points. The Maytag badge is a legacy brand operating on inherited trust. The machine inside has not earned that trust in quite some time, the builder-grade budget tier in America. This means the brands that appear on the bottom shelves at Home Depot and Lowe's, Hotpoint, Amana, Magic Chef, all Whirlpool sub-brands sold to customers who are buying on price alone. These machines are priced to move, they are not priced to last. Common failure patterns include faulty control boards inside the first 2 years, pump failures before year 3, and sealed drum bearing failures right around the moment your extended warranty from the retailer expires. I promise you that is not a coincidence. The pattern across all of these brands is the same. Sealed drum, plastic tub, short parts window, and a warranty structure calibrated precisely to the expected failure timeline, not to your benefit. Quick question before we get to the part you actually came here for. Drop a comment right now and tell me how long your last appliance lasted. I already know what most of you are going to say. Somewhere between 5 and 8 years, and I am betting at least a few of you will describe a repair quote that was suspiciously close to the cost of a new machine. Almost like someone planned it that way. Almost. The 5 brands American repairmen actually trust. Alright, here is the list. These are the brands that independent appliance technicians across America, people who make their living fixing what breaks and who have no financial relationship with any manufacturer, consistently recommend when someone asks them what they would buy for their own home. I interviewed technicians, cross-referenced service data, checked American parts availability networks, and ran the warranty math. Brand number 5, Beko. Beko is a Turkish appliance manufacturer, and I understand completely if your first reaction is skepticism. It was mine too, frankly, but hear me out because the data is harder to dismiss than the name recognition. Beko is owned by Arçelik, one of the largest appliance manufacturers in Europe, and it has been the best-selling appliance brand in the United Kingdom for several consecutive years. It entered the American market quietly without the retail shelf dominance that Samsung or Whirlpool enjoy. That obscurity is actually part of why repair technicians like it. Beko uses accessible drum bearing designs on most of its lineup, meaning bearings can be replaced independently without replacing the full drum assembly. In America, that one design decision alone changes an $800 repair conversation into a $120 one. Parts availability through American distributors is solid, which is not a phrase I use lightly after the Samsung conversation. Warranty coverage runs 2 years on parts and labor as standard, which is better than most of the competition at the same price point. The catch with Beko is service network coverage. In major American cities, you will find authorized technicians without much difficulty. Outside those corridors, you are in independent technician territory, which is fine, but verify before you buy. Price range in America runs from $700 to $1,100 for their washing machine lineup. The value proposition is real. Brand number 4, Bosch. Bosch is a German manufacturer, and it belongs on this list for one reason above all others before we even get to the specs. Bosch makes spare parts available for a minimum of 15 years after a model launches in America. In a market where 3-year parts discontinuation is normal, 15 years is not a feature, it is a philosophy. It means someone at Bosch decided the relationship with the customer does not end at the point of sale. That is a genuinely unusual decision in 2025, and it deserves to be said plainly. Beyond parts availability, Bosch front-load washers consistently rank at the top of Consumer Reports reliability surveys for the North American market. Their drum seals are built to a tighter tolerance than the North American industry standard, which is one of the main reasons bearing failures happen later and less frequently. The motors are brushless, which eliminates a wear component that fails on conventional motor designs around the 7-year mark. The price in America runs from approximately $1,200 to $1,700 for their residential washing machine lineup. That is not a budget number, but Bosch machines routinely run 12 to 15 years in real-world use, and when something does fail, you can actually get the part. One thing to watch, even with Bosch, their control boards are electronic and complex. The machines are not simple to service at a component level the way older mechanical machines were. If you are buying Bosch, make sure there is an authorized service center in your area. In major metros, that is not a problem. In smaller markets, do your homework first. Brand number 3, LG, but only in specific configurations. I put LG on this list and I want to be precise about why, because the wrong LG purchase is not on this list at all. LG makes a direct drive motor. This is not marketing language. It is an engineering decision with measurable consequences. A conventional washing machine motor connects to the drum through a belt and pulley system. That belt wears, the pulley bearings wear. The connection points are failure points. LG's direct drive motor eliminates the belt entirely and connects the motor shaft directly to the drum. Fewer moving parts, less vibration, less wear over time. LG backs the direct drive motor with a 10-year warranty in America. That is the longest motor warranty available from a major brand in this country. Yale Appliance's real-world service data puts LG's service rate at 2.7% across their lineup, which is the lowest of any major brand they track. Consumer Reports rated LG the most reliable front-load brand for 2025. Here is the configuration warning. These numbers apply to LG's front-load direct drive lineup. LG also makes top-load machines and budget-tier units that do not use the direct drive system. Those machines do not carry the same reliability record, and some of them have the sealed drum problem I described earlier. When you are buying LG, you are buying the direct drive front loader specifically. Verify the configuration before the purchase. The salesperson at Best Buy will not tell you the difference matters. It does. Price in America for the direct drive front load lineup runs from approximately $1,000 to $1,500. Brand number 2, Miele. Miele is the premium pick, and I am not going to pretend otherwise. This is a German manufacturer that tests every single machine it produces for 10,000 hours before it leaves the factory. 10,000 hours is the equivalent of 20 years of regular home use. Every unit, not a sample. Every unit. Miele makes parts available for a minimum of 15 years after a model launches, matching Bosch on that commitment. Their stainless steel drum is not the outer tub material that other manufacturers use. It is the entire drum assembly built to a commercial tolerance in a residential package. In America, Miele has an authorized service network in all major markets and a parts distribution system that independent technicians describe as the best in the industry. When something breaks on a Miele, and it will eventually, the part exists, it ships quickly, and the repair is manageable. The price is the conversation. Miele washing machines in America run from approximately $1,800 on the entry level to over $2,800 for the flagship W1 series. That number stops people in their tracks, and I understand why, but here is what that number actually buys you. Miele owners routinely use their machines for 20 to 25 years. In America, where the alternative is spending $850s every 8 years, plus service calls, plus laundromat runs during the repair window, the Miele math closes faster than you expect. We are going to run those numbers in a few minutes, and the result is not what most people assume going in. Brand number 1, Speed Queen. Speed Queen is the brand that repair technicians across America recommend most consistently and most enthusiastically, and the reason is simple. Speed Queen does not make a residential appliance. They make a commercial appliance and sell it to residential customers. Speed Queen has been building the machines in laundromats across North America since 1908. Their residential lineup is built on the same commercial platform. The TR7 model uses a stainless steel wash tub, a direct drive transmission, and a mechanical timer-based control system that is so simple, a competent technician can diagnose it in 20 minutes without a laptop. That last part matters more than it sounds in 2025. Speed Queen tests every unit for over 10,400 cycles, which is the equivalent of 25 years of regular home use. The TR7 comes with a 7-year full warranty. The best residential appliance warranty available in America. Not a motor warranty, not a parts-only warranty. A full warranty, 7 years on a washing machine. The machines are manufactured in Ripon, Wisconsin. I mention this not for any political reason, but because it means the parts supply chain is straightforward and well established. American appliance distributors stock Speed Queen components. Independent technicians know the machines. When something eventually needs attention, the ecosystem exists. Price in America runs from approximately $1,100 for the entry level to just over $1,700 for the top of the lineup. That is the number that makes people hesitate. That is also the number that makes the buy-it-once math work. And that is the number every repair technician I have ever spoken to about this says is the last washing machine purchase most people will ever need to make. The one buying rule that changes everything. Here is the rule repair technicians use. I want you to write it somewhere. Check the warranty, check the drum, check the parts window. If a washer ships with a 1-year warranty, the manufacturer is telling you something. They expect the machine to work for approximately 1 year, and they are not prepared to back it beyond that. That is not pessimism. That is the actuarial reality of the warranty calculation. If the drum is a sealed assembly, the bearings cannot be replaced independently. You are buying a machine with a designed failure point that converts a $40 repair into an $800 repair or a replacement purchase. That is not a design limitation. That is a retention mechanism. If the manufacturer does not commit to parts availability beyond 3 to 5 years, you are buying a machine that may become legally unrepairable before it stops running. In America specifically, add one more check. Does the manufacturer have an authorized service network in your region? Not just in New York or Los Angeles, but in your actual zip code. If the answer is no and the machine breaks, you will be coordinating an independent repair on a machine with a thin parts supply chain in a market where the service ecosystem was never built out. That is a solvable problem in a city. In a smaller market, it is a very expensive problem. The brands on this list pass all 4 checks. The brands in the previous section fail at least 2 of them by design. Now, the buy-it-once math. Option 1. You buy a builder-grade washer in America for $850. Conservative estimate. It runs 7 years before the sealed bearing fails, or the control board goes, or the plastic tub cracks. The repair quote comes back at $500 to $800 on an $850 machine. You replace it, another $850. Now you are at $1,700 over 14 years, and you are back at year 0 on a machine with the same design problems. By year 25, you have bought 3 machines, made at least 2 service call payments at $150 each just for the diagnostic, and spent 6 weeks total doing laundromat runs at $40 a week during repair and replacement windows. Conservative total over 25 years, $2,900 to $30,500 American, and you have nothing to show for it. You are starting over again. Option 2, you buy a Speed Queen TR7 for $1,100. A 7-year full warranty means 0 out-of-pocket repair costs for the first 7 years. The machine is designed and tested for 25 years of home use. The parts exist, the service network exists. By year 25, you have spent $100 and maybe 1 or 2 maintenance service calls. Conservative total, $100 to $300 to $100 to $500 American, and the machine is probably still running. The cheaper machine costs more than twice as much over a 25-year period. That is before you factor in the laundromat runs, the inconvenience cost, and the environmental weight of sending 2 additional machines to a landfill. The sticker price is a trap. The total cost of ownership is the number that matters. And in America, where the appliance industry spent 40 years consolidating, cutting corners, and calling it innovation, the trap has been carefully designed. Spending $100 once does not just beat spending $850 3 times, it beats it by a margin that should make the decision obvious. Here's the bottom line. Your appliance was designed to fail. The replacement sitting on the showroom floor was designed to fail too. The entire retail system around it, the extended warranties, the service contracts, the floor salespeople who cannot tell you what kind of drum bearing is inside the machine, was built around that failure. In America, where 4 companies control most of the brands you see, where independent repair infrastructure has been declining for decades, and where the industry's response to durability concerns has been to make the machines harder to fix rather than easier, that system has been running a very long and very successful con. The way out is to buy from brands that still build for 25 years instead of 7. Check the warranty, check the drum, check the parts window, check the service network in your actual zip code, not a major city 4 hours away. That is the buy it once list. Beko is for the value buyer who wants better than builder grade. Bosch is for the person who wants German engineering and a 15-year parts commitment. LG Direct Drive is for the buyer who wants major brand reliability without the premium price. Miele is for the person who wants to buy the last appliance they will ever own. And Speed Queen is for everyone who has already learned the hard way that cheap is the most expensive thing you can buy. My name is Alexander, this is Broken America. Next week, we are going inside American refrigerators, and the sealed compressor problem is worse than anything I've covered so far. Subscribe because the next expensive mistake is already in your kitchen, and I'm going to show you exactly where it is.